Phil here with the Sailing Vessel Dream Chaser, and today we're going to go ahead and see if we can't flush out the rear air conditioner system. I'm going to do a muriatic acid flush in the lines. I think I just got a little bit of this chafunk-to-funk, kind of this grass that grows, this stagnant water growth. I'm thinking maybe some of it's in the lines. The air conditioner runs pretty well when it's running, but every once in a while I'll get an HPF error, which typically indicates low water flow. The strainer's clear, so I'm wondering if there's just some buildup in the lines. So before I look at doing anything more serious, I'm going to give this a shot first. Forgive the mess, I've got a bunch of floorboards pulled up, so it's everything's moved out of the way. The first thing I've done is just got a length of line here. It's just a braided piece of PVC line. I wanted it clear because what I'm going to do is after I blow the lines out, I'm going to use gravity to essentially fill the line up with a muriatic acid flush, and the clear hose will let me see how high the level is inside of this tube, which, as long as this is higher than the highest point in the air conditioning system, which is the top of the condenser coil, I should be able to tell when the water's flowing out the outside of the boat from this. Real simple. I just got a hose barb and set of hose bib fittings, and I already have a T in my line for flushing these out. So I'll just do normally I'd put a single clamp on here, to be perfectly honest. I'm not even going to do it because it's only gravity, so no pressure here. And the other end, I'm basically just going to use a long-nosed funnel, which will fit nice and tight right in there and give me a little hook that I can hold it up with a piece of string so it doesn't fall down.
So now it's just a matter of opening up the floorboard in the owner's stateroom. It's the closest access to my water pump and the T. The nice thing here is I already had this T plumbed into the water line, so it goes from the strainer to this T right here and then up to the pump itself. It makes it real easy to access it.
So you can see I just have this line going into that T, and it comes right up to a funnel I have tied, and that's where I will use the gravity to feed into that. So one of the beauties of having a GoPro is you can have a GoPro app. So I needed to be able to see what's coming out the side of the boat. I don't know if you can see this. There's actually the GoPro hanging over the side of the boat on a pole. I've got my cell phone so I can see no water's coming out of it. This will be great because when I actually apply the air pressure to blow the lines clean, I'll be able to see what comes out of there when there's no more water coming out. When I pour the muriatic acid solution, and I'll also be able to see when the muriatic acid has reached the top of the system and is starting to run out the side of the boat.
So I started the process here by putting a pair of vice grips with tape around them just toward the discharge side of the pump and clamped the wire. So when I turned on the vacuum, I basically blew air out of the bottom of the through hull. You see me bending down right here. I'm just closing the through hull, so now no more air can get out that way, and I'll take the vice grips off so that the air blows completely out of the line all the way to the discharge side. And now it's just a matter of raising the funnel up higher than the highest point in the system so I can pour the fluid in.
So now it's just a matter of starting to pour muriatic acid. I mixed it 20% muriatic acid to water. So it's really important to pour this slow. Because of the way I have this funnel in here, it's not letting air come up this way. So it's because of potential to gurgle, and obviously, for all the obvious reasons, we don't want acid gurgling. So I'm watching the funnel to see if it's starting to fill up in the funnel.
And here's the beauty of having the GoPro. You can actually see when the water starts to come out the export port on the side of the boat.
So now it's just a matter of waiting. I put it in there. I think I'm going to let it sit for about 30 or 40 minutes before I flush some fresh water through it, and then I blow it out with the vacuum. I should probably put a little bit of baking soda and water in there just to neutralize the acid, which I may do right after this. I'll see in a minute. Okay, it's been about 35 minutes or so, and I'm now going to run a flush of fresh water back through the same lines.
So now I'm just doing this again through a gravity feed to rinse it out. I put about 1/4 cup of baking soda in with water and just shook it up in this milk jug, and then I'm pouring this down through the line. The baking soda will neutralize any acid that was in the lines. Just freshwater flush probably would have been fine, but better safe than sorry. After running a gallon of this through, it's now time to hook the vacuum back up to it on the discharge line, so blowing air out, and we're going to go ahead and blow this out now. Here's the view from outside as I started to apply the export air from the vacuum onto it. You can see how the pressure increases. But what I want you to notice is take a look at the water right where it had hit the body of water. You can see the brownish tint to it. That is all the garbage that was on the inside of the line. So it definitely did a good job of cleaning it out. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together and connecting up the water, opening up the through hull, and putting the floorboards back in place. We'll then check the water flow and see how everything looks. All in all, I'm really pleased with the water flow. It certainly is increased. And at the end of the day, this is just a good maintenance to do every 2 to 3 years, depending on the type of water you're in. We happen to be in freshwater right now, so we get a lot of algae and growth in it, more so than barnacles or zebra mussels. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for weekly updates and like this video.